Question 3. If the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to the sum of the squares of their reciprocals. So again a problem based on the symmetric functions of the roots. Then a upon c, b upon a and c upon b are in arithmetic or geometric progression, or we call it AGP. Arithmetic progression, geometric progression, or harmonic progression. So to solve this problem you should first know what arithmetic or geometric progression is, what arithmetic progression is, what geometric progression is, and what harmonic progression is. Okay, so in an arithmetic progression we have the difference between two consecutive terms as constant, and in geometric progression we have the ratio as the constant. And if we have a plus d, a plus 2d in arithmetic progression, then the reciprocals are in the harmonic progression. Okay, and for arithmetic or geometric progression we have the arithmetic progression term as well as the corresponding geometric progression term. Okay, so this is the basic from sequences and series. If you know that, then we are in a position to actually solve the problem, because it is actually telling us to find a relation among a by c, b upon a, and c by b. So if you don't know how to interpret the relation, then it will be difficult. Let's now go to the quadratic equation, that is ax squared plus bx plus c. Let us assume that the roots are alpha and beta. Okay, now let us use the condition in the problem which says that the sum of the roots is equal to the sum of the squares of their reciprocals. So based on this condition we are going to, or we will try to find a relation among these three. In the first step, let us rewrite 1 upon alpha squared plus 1 upon beta squared in terms of alpha plus beta and alpha beta as we have been doing. So cross multiply and take the LCM. So alpha plus beta will be alpha squared plus beta squared upon alpha squared beta squared. And then for this alpha squared plus beta squared, you write alpha plus beta bracket squared minus 2 alpha beta. Okay, we have used this in our first sum as well. Then split the numerator. So we have got alpha plus beta bracket squared upon alpha beta squared, or alpha squared beta squared. So write it as a single term here. And then you can cancel one term each from the denominator, which will give you 2 upon alpha beta. Okay, now what did we have on the left hand side? Alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta is minus b upon a, standard formula. Then alpha plus beta upon alpha beta will be minus b upon a into a by c, because alpha beta is in the denominator. The product is c upon a, so its reciprocal will be a by c. Same thing here, 2 upon alpha beta, so 2 into a by c. Then you simplify this. First step would be squaring this down. So you can cancel a, and square of minus b by c would be b squared upon c squared. Then what I did, I shifted 2a by c to the LHS and I brought minus b by a to the RHS. Then I observed that the terms which we want, none of them actually contains either a squared or b squared or c squared. All of them are first degree terms. So now I decided to multiply this equation by c upon b, which will make b squared by c squared b by c. Okay, one c will go, one b will go, so it will be b by c, but you have to do it for the entire equation. So a by c when multiplied by c by b will become a by b. b squared by c squared, as we discussed, will become b by c, and b upon a when multiplied by c upon b will become c upon a. So now you observe that if you shift this 2 to the other side, a upon b is actually the arithmetic mean of b upon c and c upon a, because you are first adding and then dividing it by 2. So you now conclude that b upon c, then a upon b, and then c upon a are in arithmetic progression, but don't mark this. Okay, in the excitement of the solution we actually tend to mark the incorrect one, but b by c, a upon b, and c upon a, these are not the fractions given in the problem. Okay, what we have is their reciprocals. We have c upon b and not b upon c. We have b upon a and not a upon b, and we have a upon c and not c upon a. What we have got here is exactly the reciprocal of each term. Okay, so if these three terms are in arithmetic progression, their reciprocals must be in the harmonic progression. Yes, and that is option D. So if you mark option B, although you solved the problem correctly, just because you did not read this properly, you will lose marks. And remember, in JEE there is negative marking. Okay, so you will come out of the examination all thinking that you solved these problems correctly, but actually, well, you solved it correctly, you did not mark the correct option. Okay, and as we discussed here, if a plus d and a plus 2d are in AP, the reciprocals are in harmonic progression. Okay, so do not mark option B, mark option D.